Yeah, this is just a question for the town manager. Today, so people are who are watching on TV, when it's recorded, they have an understanding of the timeline here that I'm talking about. Today is April 22nd, correct?
Yep.
On April 18th, normally, so people understand the way the town council works is, so the council members have information to consider before coming to a meeting. We're normally given packets by just manila envelopes with some information in them.
Yep.
I normally get it on a Friday night. I think most people get it on Friday or Saturday. So today, right now, is April 22nd. Go back in time to, I think it was April 18th was Friday. Included in the packet is a memo which states that copies of the attached documents, this is 2 town council members from the town manager, copies of the attached documents were requested by several council members, and as is customary, we are providing said copies to you all. Thank you. So, I mean, I appreciate that. But this was, April 18th was the first time that I came to realize this is more of this 9-month, 10-month process is a whole lot messier than I ever realized. So the first time it's coming, I feel that it's really coming to my attention, was on April 18th. And included in this packet is a memo dated April 7th, which, without getting into the wording of it, the language is unbelievably strong. And I just want to try to get an understanding of the thought process, why this, noting that we had a town council meeting on April 8th, in which we had, we got a report from the town manager. Why wouldn't this memo, which is dated, received by the TMO, I presume the town manager's office, on April 7th, why something of this nature wouldn't have been brought to our attention on April 8th at the town council meeting or via an email or some other method? Because the language in this is very strong, and that's what's concerning to me. So I'm just curious to understand why this didn't come to our attention sooner.
This was not an agenda item at that meeting, and there were a whole host of things that were evolving very rapidly, and I felt that what I wanted to do was get the advice of the town council as to what was appropriate in terms of how we proceed. And at that point, we assembled all of the documents that we had available, because up until that point, I don't think that it was apparent that this was going to take on the kind of issues that it did. But if you will recall, it was not an agenda item on April 8th, and as a result of that, there was no information submitted to the council because it was not up for consideration.
Mr. White, continue.
Yeah, if I may, I guess what I would have expected would be that via the town manager's report, you normally just leave papers on the desk. I would have just, my own personal judgment would have been to just put photocopies in there and make us aware of it via the town manager's report, because it was not an agenda item. But that's a judgment call. I guess the other thing that I just want to throw out there that, this may be totally coincidental.